I don't have much to say today. I don't think. I normally talk a little BS, talk a little church, talk a little entertainment. I had I know what drink it was. A friend of mine put carrots in a juicer and then poured some whiskey in it, stirred it up, and then gave it to me. And then I was like, ugh, it's orange. Is this carrots? And they were like, yeah, drink it. I was like, it's carrots. Who drinks carrots? It's nonsense. And they were like, it's good, drink it. And then I was like, And that went on for like 5 minutes because it's carrots. But it was really good. It was, carrots and whiskey. I don't know if there's anything else in it. But yeah, next time one of your friends wants you to try it, carrots, whiskey, save yourself the 5 minutes of and just take it. It's good. It's good stuff. Other than that, I do have a church thing. I guess I do visit some churches from time to time, and there's one church I went to. I won't call them out, but their greeter game was terrible. They had this small table. There wasn't really a whole lot of people staying there to greet people. One person would come and be like, hi, and then walk off and talk to their clique. Another person would come over and hi, or go talk to their clique. And the coffee they had there was just a coffee pot. They had like 3 cupcakes. The cupcakes were okay, but the coffee was terrible. It was just a bad experience. Now, greeters are very important to a church. Very important. They're not. It's not as sexy to say you're a greeter as to say you're like a pastor or executive or an elder or worship leader or something like that. But greeter is very important to church. You got to step up your greeter game. You got to be. They don't have to be super outgoing, but attentive. You know what I'm saying? You got to when you have people fill out the cards, gotta get back to them. You don't want to bug them, but you gotta get back to them and show them how they can connect. People, step your greeter game up. Step it up. And it also helps to have like some pretty people who look single around the table, right? Even if they're married with kids, if they look single, you don't know people out there, they just always look single. It helps. All right, it helps. But there was some kind of news and entertainment, I guess. Not news. I mean, I didn't really care about it, but there was that. Y'all see? There's that video where Ben Affleck is walking with J-Lo, and Ben Affleck is clearly disgruntled. J-Lo, we don't know, she's wearing shades, and so he holds the passenger door open for her. She gets in, and then he's like, and he kind of walks over to the driver's side. Which, this is a side note, it's holding the door for, if a man holds a door for a woman, is that sexist? I'm not saying it is, people, because I don't want y'all yelling at me. I'm just asking a question. I don't know. Sometimes, I've had women yell at me sometimes when I hold the door for them. Could I do that? Is it sexist? Or is it like an acceptable sexism? I don't know. Y'all tell me, I don't know. Anyway, back to this. Props to him for holding the door. Look, if you're going to hold the door open, you always have to do it. You can't have like a bad day and then not do it, or it's over. Especially with a woman like J-Lo. You do that, it is over. So Ben, props to you, being upset, still holding the door open. Because, seriously, he would have gotten to the car. Had he not held that door open, he would have gotten to the car. J-Lo would have been in the passenger seat texting, and then as soon as she's done texting, there would have been a person with like divorce papers. And he would have had to been like, what is this? What is it? Divorce? Are you serious? Sir, sign. Okay, sign. Are you J-Lo, where'd you go? J-Lo. And then she's walking off with like Pete Davidson or Harry Styles, one of them, they're taking the kids, and like he's giving the papers off, and his life is over. He's back to being sad, Ben Affleck. So props to you for doing that, Ben Affleck, yeah. But, and people online are saying all kinds of things, and some are like really supportive, saying that, Ben Affleck some people are really supportive of J-Lo, saying Ben Affleck's being a jerk, and some people the other way, saying J-Lo had to say something. We don't know. We have no idea what went on. It could have been either one of them. We don't know what's going on, what kind of conversation they were having. It could have been a conversation around like a family member, like Ben Affleck's mama's feet or something like that. Perhaps maybe Ben Affleck's mama's feet are very stinky. I don't know. If I'm wrong, this is the hypothetical, right? And then perhaps J-Lo noticed it, and she was like, I can't take your mom's stanky feet no more. I just can't. And he's like, don't talk about my mom's stanky feet. Don't talk about them. See, even you admit that they're stanky. I'm allowed to. I'm family. All right, but aren't I family? Aren't I family? And then you have the back and forth going on and saying, well, you know, he's closer. You don't talk about my mama's feet, right? And then he slams the door. Or perhaps J-Lo was very supportive, and like perhaps Ben Affleck's just, did you smell my mama's feet? That's just, and J-Lo's like, it's okay, it'll be okay, it's okay, baby. And then he slams the door. He's like, it'll never be okay. Or it could just be that someone was recording them. All right, because that's got to be irritating for celebrities, for someone always constantly recording them. So big props to Ben Affleck for not beating up the person who was recording them. Feel me? So like, we don't know. Any of those things could have been possible. So yeah. So, you know, you just never know. Sometimes it's just about control. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably said to himself, man, I can't control my mama's stanky feet. I can't control, you know, whether I'm Batman or not, this whole DC universe thing going on, Ezra Miller and, you know, James Gunn, what they're going to do. I can't control any of that stuff. This new movie that got coming out soon, it seems kind of stupid. I can't control it. But what I can control is this car door. You know, maybe that's all it was. We don't know. So, I guess I did have a lot to say.